Okay, so welcome everyone. This afternoon, we're going to be talking about how to create a Facebook business page in 5 easy to do steps. Give me a 22 if you can hear me okay out there. Or 17, I like 17 as well. 17 is good. Everyone hear me okay? Can you see the screen all right? Just put that in your chat box if you can see the screen okay and hear my voice. You make sure everybody can hear me here. Okay, we're golden. Okay, so yeah, let's get this started and get moving. Switch screens real quick. Okay, so yeah, 5 easy steps to do your Facebook page. Everybody's on Facebook now. In fact, 8 million local business pages have been built, and that's just between 2012 and 2013. Of course, it's 2015 now, the start of it. You can imagine, what the metric is for that now. It's quite a bit larger, but that's the most recent source statistic that I could get from Facebook. I did want to source that to make sure numbers are correct. Yeah, I mean, that's a staggering number. It's huge. In total, there's over 50 million business pages on Facebook. Why? Because that's where everybody's at. That's I know I always have, at least, well, I'll tell you how many browsers I have up right now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 9 browsers up right now. One of them's Facebook. Everybody's on there. Around 152 million in the U.S. You can see that when you go east of the U.S., it gets larger. And typically that's where the trends come from. It comes from the east, or, if you're on the West Coast, you could consider it to be coming from the West. Depends on how far over on the globe you are. But we're kind of like the last ones. So it's definitely coming this way, and it's only getting bigger. It's not going anywhere. It's not a trend. It's not a fad. So just get in on it. And, if you're serious about your business or doing anything online, it's just something you're going to have to get into. So, as you can see from this awesome looking tiger cat here, businesses use Facebook because their customers and clients are already there. They're already communicating with everyone. And as you can see by the demographics here, it's just not, a certain demographic. The bulk of the people right here are in between 18 and 55. That's where, that's prime buying age. So that hits, I would imagine, most businesses out there. That being said, I mean, it's just another proof that you can't afford not to be on Facebook. The great thing is, and that's what we're going to show tonight, is you can do this in 5 easy steps. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. I would not lie to you. 5 steps. That's all. Give me a 55 if you can still hear me and you understand where I'm going and that you can still see our screens okay. Can I get a 5-5? I got a 5-5. Excellent. Okay. So, step 1, choosing the classification. You guys can't click on this, but if you go and to a web browser, if you have one on, which I imagine you do because you're watching this, go to facebook.com/pages/create. Make sure you're logged into Facebook when you go to that link right there. If you're logged into Facebook and you went to that link, this is what you're going to see. You got 6 little categories here that we're going to choose from. Okay, so I'll give people a few more seconds here to get to that if they want to follow along. Out of courtesy, because contrary to popular belief, I am a nice person. Okay. Uh, Now we're going to choose one of these six classifications right here. Um, each one of these they have different information in different fields, and it all uh, needs to be correlated to what type of business that you have. So let's just talk about that real quick here, and we'll help you decide. The first one, of course, is the local business or local place. That's if you have a brick and mortar, which encapsulates probably the bulk of businesses again out there. Um, uh, the information that you put in here is stuff like your NAP, your name, address, phone number, and about your business. Um, the company, organization, or institution, that's going to be more of corporate type stuff like headquarters, main awards, your mission statements, your mantras, and stuff like that. If you're a brand of product, you're going to have like we're founded on, and you get your about, but it's really going to be stressing like your products and your founding dates, stuff like that. If you're a rock band out there, or jazz band, or just an artist in general, we're going to have more of personal type information out there, especially like for solo artists or small groups. This is going to get involved with your affiliation, your about me type stuff, interest, so people can get to know you a bit better. If you're based on entertainment, release dates about us. Your cause or community, that's like your nonprofits. This is where you're going to really dive in deep about what kind of cause that you have, talking about what kind of branding that you have for your nonprofit, and the group causes. So that's that. Moving along. Does anybody have any questions, or everybody good? Okay, awesome. We are recording this, so we'll have a link for this if you missed anything. Okay. All right. For this particular tutorial right here, we're going to get involved with the company and the organization type, more of a corporate type stand. So when you click on this little tab right here, if you're logged in and you click this right here is what's going to pop up. So it kind of goes like in numerical order. So you'll click one option, and then it will you'll have to complete that one little section. Then it'll prompt you to go to the next part. So right here it says, what kind of field are you in? And basically, they got a whole list of different type stuff that you can choose from. So click that. Yep, and be careful with the name selection. Facebook allows you to change your URL once, and as noted, it's really difficult to get that changed again. So put some thought in it. Just don't go in there and precariously, add something to it just to get through it. Just take your time, spend a few minutes, think about what you're doing, because this is something that's going to be around for a long time, okay? Hopefully. So complete your basic information. Step 2. Give me a 2-2 if you're still following and you have any questions. Okay, got a question. It says, after you have saved or more likes, 75 more likes. Let's see. Can you be more specific on that question? After you have saved or more likes. Okay, I'll let you think about that. Okay, yeah. It says have a viewer that says you can change it only after you have 75 or more likes. Okay, that's a great point. Thank you. So yeah, that's exactly right. So if you get in here and you're a new Facebook business, getting that first handful of people onto your site and liking it is probably the hardest part. Getting the first 100 is the hardest, because you just have to go around. You have to ask and invite all your friends and hope that they come in. And once you get about 1,000 or 2,000, they seem to add a lot faster. But yeah, so after 75, you can go in and make that change. Thank you. So on the About section, um, yeah, make sure it clearly describes your business. So this is kind of like your elevator spill right here. So you got 30 seconds or less. You know, you really want to let people know what it is that you do, who you are, what you're about, and you know why they should like you. This is also pretty strong when you get into graph or the knowledge search, the graph search for SEO. So if you have a good description about your business right here, it's definitely going to help out when people are searching for you. And that's with most business listings. It acts in the same way. It all goes back to a really good business description on your business directory listings. So make sure you take some time and fill that out accurately and in full. Yep. And it says here, let's see, Facebook URL represents your unique domain. So yeah, instead of leaving it at default, which will give you just a long string of numbers and letters and stuff, put in your brand in here, okay? So like us, we got iNovate Marketing. You know, if you're a tennis shoe company, like you can have like, we're the best tennis shoes ever, you know, after facebook.com/. So put your brand name or your company name in there, and don't leave it at the default setting. Yep, and this is really important to have a really great looking photo in there, okay? It's got to be a square one, 180 by 180 pixels. Ideally, it needs to be either your brand logo or your company picture that you use mostly. If you don't have a logo, you know, you probably need to go get one done because it's really going to establish yourself as a bit more reputable when you start putting these pages together. Okay. All right. Next thing to do, obviously, is add your page to your favorites on your personal page. This is talking about your personal feed here. So add that to your favorites. Yeah, and one thing that we get a lot of questions about from new business owners is, yeah, I need to get some ads on Facebook. I don't have a Facebook page yet, so I want to slam a business page together, and the same night I'm going to start throwing $100 a day on Facebook ads, and I'm going to get a ton of business. Well, that can actually have a negative effect. So if you think about it like this, say you just put up a brand new store and nobody knows that you're around, and you're on, a corner of West Main Street, and you go out and you spend about $10,000, $15,000 on ads. You get a lot of people in there, but if it's a restaurant or something like that, people go there and they see that there's nobody in there. It's kind of weird feeling, it's just kind of uncomfortable silence almost. And that's kind of how it is on your timeline. If you don't have much action going on in there, or you only have like one or two people that like your page, then they're going to subconsciously ask themselves, why doesn't anybody like this, and why am I here? So don't spend money on ads until you get a couple hundred people onto your page. Just my opinion. Questions right now? Okay. Again, this is recorded, so you will get a rerun of this. Okay, let's get to know your admin panel. This is where a lot of people, they get the page built and they stop. But where the magic happens is in the admin panel, and I'll show you. Really cool stuff here. So this is really, the nuts and bolts or the skeleton of your business page. Okay. Right here, you got your page. It says, getting around, everything you need to know to manage your page, and in these three tabs, it's your page, activity, and settings. Obviously, there's your like button. On the right-hand side of your business page, if you're logged in and you're looking at your business page, you're going to see this little area here on the right-hand side. It's got the number of likes, notifications, messages, and stuff like that. Really, the big stuff that you need to be in the know about if you own a page. Okay, if you go to the settings tab, which is on the top left, we just looked at the page and then we looked at the activity. Now we're on the settings. Um, this is where there are a few more moving parts. So just take some time. Again, it's something you may or may not want to get into, but the more, um, the higher understanding that you have of this, the more proficient and the more you're going to be able to leverage this as a tool for you. Okay, so get to know it. Under the page info, you can add more details about your business. So get in there, check it out. We only have 45 minutes in here, so we can't go through every single detail. But we're going to tell you that the page info is where you can go in and really tweak all the information about your business, what it's about, product, services. Just the official page, or is this a DBA type of a page? Stuff like that. Notifications. This is where you set up your alerts. If you want, if you're a business owner and you have your Facebook business page here, you can actually have alerts sent to your mobile phone to somebody sends you a message. We have a client right now that they're in the entertainment industry. They do like face painting, bounce houses, DJing, and they get a lot of messages on their Facebook, especially like for appointments or scheduling events and stuff like that. So it works quite well for them. So yeah, you want those alerts to be activated for sure, and the frequency is completely up to you. I would actually suggest that you receive them real time, because if it's a business page, then you probably want to know if somebody's trying to get a hold of you. Unlike your personal notifications, I would have those turned off. Just me. Page roles. Okay, this is where you can have admins. I'll give you an example about this. So with the iNovate Facebook page, we've got a few people that are involved with the company. So we have a couple admins on this page. So what this does is it allows me to have, like, say for instance, my business development manager. He can get on here as an admin, make posts, do updates, change stuff, do whatever he needs to do to run his business. Another great way adding an admin comes into play is if you have somebody doing social media work for you. Like for instance, if you want us, iNovate Marketing, to manage your Facebook page, we can we'll ask you to give us admin access. That way we can come in and actually do posts on your behalf. So again, there's definitely advantages to being able to add different roles, and there's different types of roles in there too. So just check that out. Again, that's under page roles in your settings area in your admin dashboard of your Facebook page. Okay. Populate that page. Give that page some content. So, given it content, let's get some images out there. Let's brand this Facebook page. Make it your own. So if you have a website up and you've got like certain colors, graphics, stuff, or design aspects that correlate with your logo, this is where you'd probably want to put it on your Facebook page. It's up here on this banner. So I know a lot of companies, a lot of businesses, this is a great way to change seasons. They got a new line of clothing that's coming out. They can actually display it like it's like somebody's window shopping. They can actually use it for advertisements or promos coming up. There's a lot of really cool ways to use this other than just having a big picture up there. So it gives you a chance to really talk about your company, your promos, etc. Okay. Create your first post. It could be a link, image, plain text, status update, or welcome or whatever. Just start getting some posts on there. I don't know if I'm covering it here. Let's see. Yeah, let's go back. So yeah, making posts. Um, there's just a ton of different ways you can do this. So you can go in manually yourself and make posts. You can also do what are called RSS feeds that will bring content from your website and automatically post it to your Facebook page. It's something that we practice a lot. So an example would be like, say you have a client and every time we do a blog post for them, that blog post is automatically shot over to their Facebook page with a link going to their website every time that post is made. So if our client has one post a month, once a month they'll have that post is automatically shot to the website or to their Facebook page. If it's once a week, then 4 times a month their Facebook page will get a status update. You see where I'm going with that. So, again, any way you can automate this, the better. Okay, now that we have some content being generated on your Facebook page, this is where you start inviting users to like it. This is where we try to get our friends, family, anybody we can, to get onto your page and just like it. First, invite your colleagues to like your page and its content to build some initial activity. Secondly, invite supporters in your network. Encourage them to engage with the content as much as possible. Third, invite your customers. The reason you do it third is because it's their customers. Again, you don't want customers that's spending money with you to come to an empty page. That's, again, going back to that uncomfortable silence. Make sure you got some people on there and making some noise before you start inviting paying customers on there, okay? All right, on the activity tab. Again, this is in the back of your administration area. This is where you're going to see like how the users are actually communicating with you and engaging with the actual content. Try your best to monitor this on a normal scheduled basis. Again, we're talking about the comments. I would say get those notifications to your cell phone, with the Facebook app. But that's your decision. Again, this is business. If somebody's trying to get a hold of you, or they want to speak with you, or they want to buy something, heaven forbid you don't get that. This is the whole reason we're building a business page is to grow your business. So yeah, stay in touch, get those notifications set, and respond fast. Measure your growth. This is the last step right here. Let's see. After we get activity up on the site, we've got content going on there. We're communicating back and forth, or we are responding to messages. Now we kind of need to look at the analytics and kind of find out what's working, what's not working, what posts are being, received the best. And I tell you, Facebook has got one of the best analytic reports out there. Even like with Google Analytics on websites, it doesn't get quite as granular as what Facebook can get on these. It's absolutely amazing. So yeah, you can get your snapshots, from 7 days out. You can even go back further than that if you want to. But it will actually show you different posts, and like if you have a post about red cars or blue cars, say you have like 3 different posts. One's on red cars, one is on blue cars, and one is going to be on black cars. You can actually go in and look at the analytics on here, and you can actually see that, hey, I've got a huge spike in activity on red cars versus the other 2 color cars. what that is going to tell you is that, red cars are popular. So I want to post more about red cars. See where I'm going? Yeah. So um, you can actually, kind of gauge and watch the trends on what's working real well for you. And just like on, website analytics, we watch what's working, what's not working, and you want to cut the fat out, cut out what's not working, really dial in on what is working. So in my example, red cars. So we want to start talking about, anything about red cars. Just start throwing it out there if that's what people are biting on. Yep. The reach tab highlights the raw number of people your page is reaching. Yeah, this is a tough subject right now because, as we all know, Facebook went public on the exchange, and ever since they did that, as you know, they have to answer to shareholders. And what's the main goal of a publicly held company? To increase shareholder profits, right? That's done through revenue. So now Facebook has kind of changed their business model to being a more of a freebie community type based thing to a revenue generation machine. And if you are going to generate revenue, the way that Facebook does it is through ads. Just the way, the same way search engines do it, and that's how Google made billions. But where I'm going with this is that just as little as maybe 6 months ago, the reach from an organic post, say I post something on my Facebook timeline, on my business page, it used to get out to, about half of the people that liked my page. So if I have 1,000 people, I could probably, guarantee that when I make an actual timeline post or an update, status update, it's going to hit 500 people. Now, slowly that metric's going down. It's getting to where it's, only reaching, a very small percent. I'm talking like less than 10% of the people that you're actually reaching. So that's why you have to be, a little bit more active on your on these pages, because the amount of people you're reaching is going down slowly but surely. And again, I mean, they're eventually going to stop, but it's just not as easy as it used to be. Facebook is really pushing for you to buy ads. And Facebook ads work in the right industry. If you have questions about that, just hit us up with a Facebook message. Okay, the visits. This tab indicates where on Facebook your viewers are coming from. So yeah, you can actually find out if they're coming from the same state as you or a different state, different country. What language they speak? Are they male? Are they female? Everything there is to know about them. The age brackets, etc. And voila, you are now among the 50 million business pages on Facebook. You should be proud of yourself. I'm proud of you. Okay, now go out there and get in front of that 829 million daily active users. Any questions? Again, this is recorded. We will send out the link on our Facebook page. If you want some research done for you, we can do that. Just, again, hit us up on Facebook or message us. Go to innovatemarketing.com /contact. You can get us there. And that's it. Thank you very much.